All right, so I'm doing this video. I'm doing this while I'm trying to do this on a whim. But today's video is gonna be awesome for me. I finally got an updated new camera. Now, for those that don't know me, I have a budget-friendly camera. It's a Canon Rebel T7 camera. Actually, let me show you guys what that looks like. This is my camera right here. This is the Canon Rebel T7. It's a very budget and very beginner friendly. I got this about a year ago and I've taken amazing pictures. And I don't know where I'm gonna show you on the video, but with this camera, you probably think like, oh, it takes like basic photos. You can do a lot with a basic camera. You don't have to spend so much money on an expensive camera, but since I've had this for a year, I've already grew past it, but it's still a great camera that I can use as a backup. My dad, him and my mom had talked about giving me an early Christmas gift because they believe in my photography business. They believe I'm so talented. I just have so much support and it's meant a lot to me. And me and my dad had conversations what camera that I wanted because, you know, you can't just buy any camera and just hope for the best. I love this camera, but I'm ready for something else. I haven't opened this. I have not looked at it. I haven't felt it. All I've seen it has been on TikTok or YouTube. I just can't wait how it turns out because I'm so excited. Wait. I've never had a Sony camera, ever. This is literally my first photography camera I've ever got. And I've got other cameras, but they were like just basic digital cameras that are not meant for photography like that. I started my photography business like about, say more than 6 months ago, but I started my photography journey like about a year ago. I didn't think I would get this camera already within a year, so I'm excited. Okay. Oh my god, it's here. I'm holding it. I've always seen people talk about it as they open it for the first time, and I'm like, I want one. So I have not prepared to do this video. I have no makeup on because I feel like it would take too long for me to be able to get my hands on this. This is the Sony A7ii model and I'm so excited. I've seen videos that even in 2023, this is still a great camera. Oh my god, the ISO is such a difference between this one. Now, the Canon Rebel T7 camera, don't let it fool you of the price point. This is around, well, when I got it, it was actually pretty cheap. This was like 400 bucks. Now it's like 480. I don't know why it jumped high on the price. But it came with like the basic lens kit, which was like the 1855 millimeter. The ISO on this goes to 100, 200, 400, 800, 16, and 3200, and that is it. This goes from 100 to 25,000. Holy freaking shit. I like this little camera bag. So this is the camera bag. It's really cute, compact. Oh, this?
Yeah, I need this kind of warning.
Okay. So it came with a camera bag, which was something that I was intrigued on wanting to get it, especially was the camera bag. Because I have a backpack, but I don't have it like this, which is probably nice to carry if you don't feel like carrying it in your hand the whole time. Good night.
Good night, Mama. You better do Daddy.
Dude, I just cannot wait to hold this. Now I'm still learning about photography, so there's still a lot of things I'm learning. I'm learning every day. I've been taking a lot of courses and find things on YouTube, and I've been studying this the last couple days. The whole goal of my business is to make it very budget friendly. Now I know a lot of people are gonna be wondering, how do you make your money? Right now, I don't need to be making so much money right now. This is like a side hustle for me, huge passion of mine. And I really thought it was too late to find what you're passionate about. And it wasn't until when I got my camera and I was kind of waiting for it to kind of die away because sometimes that happens. But for almost a year, it just has not diminished. If not, it's grown more than ever. And I would think about it 24/7. Every time I woke up, I thought about it. Every time I went to sleep, I thought about it. I always had ideas about it. I have separate accounts on my social media specifically for photography so I can learn about it. I never thought I would get this camera. I am so grateful for my dad because my mom, obviously both of them equally, but my dad was always just like showing me cameras like, do you want this or that? And God bless him, but you know, there were cameras that were super, super old and I'm like, no, not that one, unfortunately. So when I did tell him, he was like, I told him either this lens that goes with this camera, which was like the most expensive lens you can find on Amazon that I think will go as far ever with this. and it was about a $700 lens. But when I told him the price of that versus this, he was kind of like, you might as well just get a new camera, a better camera. Let's just get to this. I have not opened this. Like, you can tell, like, it's all sealed. Wait, no, you don't open it like that. But it's still like, I have not opened this.
Mom, that's a new camera.
That is my new camera.
I like the new camera.
You like it?
Yeah.
We got a strap. Oh my god. Oh,
What are you doing to Mama?
that just feels so different from my Canon. So here is the Sony E-mount lens. The aperture is only a 3.5, which is a little high for me. Pretty excited to try this out. Ooh, here it is. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
No, I can't do it.
Ooh. I haven't taken it out and it feels so much heavier than the Canon. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh. Oh my goodness. So the battery, I can see why they have an external battery where you snap it in and it like stays charging. Because in case you're like doing a wedding or somewhere far, you can have your batteries charged, but you want to not have to keep changing them. So I will have to invest in that in the future. But I love that you push the button and it stays open versus this one. You have to like open it while at the same time flip it open. It's so pretty.
I like it.
Oh my
Camera. It's a new camera.
It's a new camera, baby.
I had the chocolate.
Okay, so I think it's dead. So this is the extra battery because I don't want to charge just one battery at a time, but multiple. And I did it with my other camera. I bought 2 extra batteries because I'm like, it doesn't hurt to have 2 extra. So you plug it in like that. You plug it in here. Yeah, they're both completely dead. Okay. I'm gonna put this on now. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh my god, I can't wait to get lens with this camera. Yes, that is nice. This feels so good. Wow, that feels so good. This looks like it can do a microphone thing, so that's kind of nice. I can't wait to check the settings, see how that is. Oh, there's where you put the memory card. So exciting. Oh my god, this is... You know what it feels like when I get this camera? Like, my goals are, like, my one goal that I had said when I got the Canon Rebel T7. I had always said my next camera will be a Sony A7 because I had heard mirrorless cameras are better, and I have a DSLR and a mirrorless one. I heard mirrorless ones, they do tend to be more quieter, which I want to have that because some events you kind of have to be quiet, like a wedding, or for example, I did a baptism one. That was kind of hard to stay quiet. I'm so excited, so excited. I cannot wait to try it out. Maybe in the next clip you're gonna see how it turns out. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video. Everything's done on a whim and I'm all over the place, and that's okay because I'm just super excited. I don't care. It's not gonna be all organized and professional. And you guys can skip forward this, that's okay too. But yeah. Oh god, this video I'm doing is such a mess. It's such a mess right now. So, okay, it's like literally been like Wednesdays when I got my camera, and it is now Friday. My life has been super hectic. Haven't been able to fully use my camera. I've been super busy. Yeah, I don't even know how this video turned out. It is such a mess. Been messing around with my camera. There's a lot of things I have learned. Now here is my baby. This is so beautiful. I mean, look at that lens. Now, I'm all about when it comes to feeling like a camera, and like the way this feels is like hella heavier than my Canon Rebel T7. Usually I don't like the lens that comes with the camera, but I do love the that it gives me, the 28 to 70 millimeter. That's perfect. That's the perfect amount that I need. The only thing is a little bit high on the aperture side, and I have taken a few photos, and I'm not a fan of the aperture. Oh, I can see why you have to spend way more money on a lens that is a little low. I did find a lens on Amazon, but they have some generic, some not. And when I save more money, I'm going to invest in a lens similar to this, but they're kind of expensive, or I just find a generic that has the same everything, but except it goes to a 1.8, not a 3.5, because a 1.8 can really help a lot with lighting. But with the lighting on this, it's more difficult because I don't have flash. Now I realize this is about 2014. That was one thing I missed on the information. So one of the things I had missed once I got this camera is it has no built-in flash, and it's a 2014 model. I did not realize it was that old, but everyone says it takes really great pictures. So I'm just really excited the fact that from a 2014 to now, people would still buy it. I mean, I've seen people like unbox this camera and it's like hella amazing. And sometimes it's just the lens that they need to update. So I definitely do know that this lens is really good, but I do prefer a better aperture, a little lower, because I try not to use my ISO, because if I do it too high, it's gonna look super bad. And I don't have the computer capability to use my Lightroom desktop version to use the denoise program, because it takes 10 minutes per photo. Yeah, I'm a really tight budget bitch. Luckily, it took me forever to figure out that you can buy a converter to put a Canon lens on these things. Like, what the hell? Like, my pictures will look super good. So I am back. I know, I have to back up. So yeah, it is Friday right now. It is around, God, what am I looking at over here on the time? 10:10. I literally got off around 2 hours ago. I've been working 24 hours straight. This whole week has been very chaotic. So I know this unboxing video is very messy, and that's okay, because that's my life right now. I don't have time to plan what videos, you know, this day and that day, because I didn't feel like waiting to open my camera, and I have a kid. Shit happens, so this is what you get. So I do want to show you, now that I'm not interrupted or anything. So since it's been a few days, I've been trying to figure out how the pictures are going to turn out, and I'm gonna try to see the pictures now on my bigger computer monitor right now. So first impressions, now that I've really felt to kind of mess with it, there's still a lot I gotta learn, but now that I finally have a chance to kind of get used to my camera, which this computer is just gorgeous. Take two. This camera is gorgeous. I love how it looks. I like how it feels. I like how heavy it is. There's something about, with me personally, hands-on, I like how it feels. It feels really good quality. I always loved Sony, and now that I have my first Sony camera in my hands, it's just like, it just feels really good. I love the lens, which is the 28 to 70 millimeter. Now, if you pay attention, because a lot of people don't know, it shows right there the aperture on how it goes. 3.5 is a little high for the minimum aperture setting. That's why you see a lot on Amazon where they have lenses like this be really expensive. It'd be like another $1,000 for you to be able to have this range but have very low aperture, which the lowest I think I've ever seen is a 1.4, and that's really expensive. But it makes sense because lighting is everything, and you have to follow the light triangle, which is the ISO, shutter speed, and the aperture. But because my aperture is a little high up there, I have to then manage the ISO and the shutter speed, and it's not something I'm used to, because I'm used to, you know, from this. This was my before. Now, I love this camera. I love the Canon Rebel T7 right here. This is like a $480 camera now. When I got it, it was $400, like I've said earlier. But this one, you know, this lens right here that you see, this is a 50 millimeter, and this one, it says it's a 1.8, really low setting. So great on the lighting. And so I'm bringing my both cameras for my Santa pictures, so pretty excited. I'm gonna see how it turns out. I don't know if I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna wing it as it goes. But I love how this feels. I love how it sticks out the screen. The newer ones do flip the other way, but for my first camera, I'm really excited. Sorry, the thing is here, but I keep looking here, so a little off. Okay, but yeah, this is a really good lens. I just love how it feels. I love the ISO range. That is amazing. The fact it can go over 25,000 is, wish my Canon could do that. But yeah, I like how quick it is. It's really nice. It's just the aperture that's a little bit setting me back, but I'm gonna save money. With work coming up, I'm gonna save it to get a hella good quality lens, which this is, you know, this is a great one. I think this is a great lens that came with it versus the one that came with my camera. It was all right. So personally, now there is a con to it. There's two that I've noticed so far. Is it doesn't have a built-in flash. Of all the research I did, I didn't do, I guess, quite enough that I didn't realize there's no built-in flash. So I have to buy an external flash. So never bought one before, so I have to do research and make sure I get a good quality one. The second thing I did not realize is not a con, it's just something no one ever said anything, because people still buy this even now. That's what's crazy. But the fact that for this camera as a 2014 is amazing, because it doesn't look like it to me at all. I would have thought this one came in 2018, 2014. What the F? That's crazy. But this one at least has a little flash though, right there. So I'm gonna be up late. I don't know why. I have to do this tomorrow for Santa pictures at 11 a.m. So we'll be on that. So let's see. This is my memory card. These are pictures I took on the camera. I don't know. I've only seen the pictures on the small monitor. The 2014 is a little bit of a concern just because, but when I've seen the pictures, it's just like pretty good, great quality. So I'm just kind of curious. Oh, how's it gonna look on the big screen? Okay, let's see. What do we got here? I'm trying to find an example. Okay, how's it look? Let's look at it. Oh, that doesn't look so bad with the lighting. Okay, when I have the light that I'm having, as you can see right here, it doesn't look that bad. On the screen, it looks a little off because it's so small. So I'm like, is it good quality? I can't really tell. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad right there. Oh my God, I just went out of it. Okay, so what is the next one? Actually looks pretty good with the light. It's not that bad. I know I do see this, so forgive me on that. Okay, so why does it not let you? Okay, let's get. Let me zoom in. Okay, so in my first impression, the Canon is a little less quality than this. There's only a very slight improvement, but that's because I think because my aperture is kind of high, and I had to increase my ISO quite a bit. Is probably one of those things that are contributing to how it looks right now. But it looks really clear though to me on a big screen. That's pretty nice. Let's see if it looks darker. Now a lot of this I can edit. A lot of this I can edit. I don't know why. Sometimes I like space and I'm like, why does it look so dark? A lot of people, I've seen people where their raw pictures look like that. And it's like, what? And then once they edit it, it looks amazing. Now, I have a very old computer and mine's only 8 RAM. It's a 2017 Mac computer. So using the Lightroom desktop is very slow. The denoise is, it's not all that great. It takes 10 minutes for each photo. So can you imagine if you had hundreds of photos? You'd be there all fucking day. So I can't really afford to do that right now. Oh, this is taking forever to load. But yeah, basically how it feels really good. You always do have to invest on your equipment every freaking time. Now, for a girl that's on a budget, is very difficult. I am very blessed that my dad got this for me as an early Christmas gift. Because I don't think I could have never had afford this. Like, I do know I want to get 2 more cameras. Now, I know that's crazy, but as a photographer, you can never have only just 1 camera, not even 2. And that's something I like collecting. I feel like I've noticed. Very expensive. But the next one I definitely do want to get way further down the line is a Canon 5D Mark II or the Sony 5, unless by the time years gone by, it'll be like a 7. So I'm definitely, every time I make money off my business, I'm gonna save that money and invest again and do that. So yeah. So that's what it looks like, all those pictures right there. It doesn't even look that okay, it's just showing the update on there. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look that bad at all. I think on the screen it just made it look like, God, is that even clear enough? Like, I don't know. Yeah, my backdrop, oh God, backdrops are expensive. This right here was like 80 bucks for a good quality kind. I can see why people invest on a big floor because it's really, yeah, it's really, really small. But, you know, I did the best that I can. I don't have much money, so that's, I work with what I got. But it looks really good. The more I look at it, I'm like, damn, that actually looks good. For 2014, and the pictures look kind of better than the Canon Rebel from 4 years later. Not too bad. I have to see, once I do the Lightroom desktop, I'm gonna try one of them, see how that works. If it doesn't work, then we know, like, okay, that's not gonna work, is it? But yeah, thank you for today's video. I'm sorry it was all over the place, and I don't know if you guys have any questions for me or improvements or tips for me, so please give a like, give a comment. I don't get that much action going on my YouTube channel, and that's okay. So, but until next time, guys, bye.